y'all. I know y'all saw what we all just saw. And, hold on. Hey. I still got like the whole chat up here. There it goes, there it goes. All right, man. Welcome into TGK TV. This is your boy TGK, and we're doing a post-show reaction to what the hell we just saw tonight. That was crazy, man. Night one of WrestleMania. Night one of WrestleMania 39. That was crazy, man. Let me get everything situated here. Should have brought my figures up here, man. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Why am I showing a Luca? Should have brought my figures up here. But man, let me get this all corrected, man. There's a lot to say tonight about what the hell we just saw tonight. And legitimately that was, how do you top that tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? Thankfully they have the card tomorrow to be able to top what they just did, but it is going to be a tall task at hand for the WWE to be able to top what the hell they just did tonight. Night one of WrestleMania 39. Woo! Bro, where do we even get started at, dogs? Oh, man. All right. Everything's moving. Everything's moving. All right, don't mind the background. As you may know, I'm a big-time Mavs content creator, but do love talking wrestling and WWE and all that good stuff. And tonight is a special show, man. If you just got done watching WrestleMania 39, definitely share what you felt about this night tonight. Go in the chat, talk to me, man. We all here to talk to each other, and I definitely want to hear your thoughts on what happened tonight. I'm gonna get to it. We're gonna break down every single match. We're gonna go through every single one of them. I just find it absolutely crazy the way they were able to build out this night. The matches they were able to get across. It was flat out amazing, man. Amazing job by WWE. What more can you say? Let me send out a little bat signal here. We live, you know what I'm saying? Does it show that I'm live over here? That's hilarious. Hold on. I think it's live now. All right, there we go. I don't know what's going on in YouTube land. You know, this stuff be crazy. Okay, here we go. We're good. All right, man. So let's go ahead and let's get straight through all of these matches. Basically share my perspective on what the hell we just saw tonight. Man, like I said, I do not know how the hell WWE is gonna follow this up tomorrow, but they have all the matches set up to follow this up tomorrow. But man, let's dogs. I mean, I know there's other post-game shows out there or post-show streams, and I appreciate y'all hopping in here. It means a lot. I won't take too much of y'all time, man. We're just going to go through every match, kind of chit-chat. Whatever comments y'all post in it, we're going to react to everything, man. What a night one. In D4K, in Dak We Trust, I'm assuming that's what that means. He says, Sammy is officially a babyface. Bro, is he? Ooh, we gonna touch on what the hell Sammy and how the hell he destroyed the Usos at the end there. Triple H killed that Sammy push. Yeah. Do you think the way Sammy closed out the show tonight is gonna impact the way tomorrow's show is closed out? Oh, that's pretty good, ain't it? That's a good question. That's a really good question. Really good question. Edward, God bless everyone here. Hey, what's up, man? Thank you for stopping by, bro. Let me know what your thoughts on the show, man. Well, what do you think about WrestleMania tonight? What do you think that they were able to accomplish with this crazy card they had tonight. Let me see if I still have it up here so I can show y'all what this card looked like. Is this right here? Nah. I think this one's a little better because it has the names and whatnot. And it kind of looks like more like how it went in order. All right, man. So let's get it started, man. The festivities started with a Becky G appearance. Shout out Becky G, man. Did she not look good or what? She looked great tonight, and she sung "America the Beautiful." Did a beautiful job. If I say so myself, she did really good. Liked her appearance. She sang well. I didn't even know she was able to sing that well. I mean, she has some pipes, man. Did a great job. And then after that, from what I remember, everything that I watch, Snoop Dogg and The Miz come out, and then they introduced the first match. Basically, get you hyped up. They introduced the first match, and obviously it was Theory and Cena. All right, you got Austin Theory versus John Cena. Don't remember much about Austin Theory's entrance. It was pretty bland. But then John Cena comes out with the Make-A-Wish entrance, and that was a really nice entrance by John Cena to have all the Make-A-Wish kids there. It was pretty dope to see that. Cool little odd ode or cool little token to his entrance. Comes down the ramp, it like a flash of the past when you're seeing John Cena come down that ramp on a WrestleMania. It's definitely an odd sight to see now, but it was something that we saw with regularity in the past. The match to me, it started out very simple. It stayed very simple. It only got complex whenever we saw that referee spot where, if I correctly remember, it was Austin Theory that was at the top of the rope. John Cena was trying to get him. They kept going back and forth and then ran into the referee. And then, again, whenever the referee goes down, there's some referee shenanigans. It's the referee spot, right? Right after the referee goes down, Austin Theory sees that there's an opportunity, hits a low blow on John Cena, and then hits him with the A-Town down. And boom, Austin Theory gets a very big win for his career, but it was a very simple, clean, I guess, kind of match, even though it was a little shenanigans at the end there. It was a decent way to start it, but it wasn't like the most over the top way to start WrestleMania, right? But it was all right. It was all right. I wasn't mad at it. But you were able to see some of Austin Theory's skill. He was able to display there against John Cena. Almighty Finesse in the chat. What's up, man? He said, what's good? Wow. I thought it was gonna be some WWE Hall of Famer that was gonna fight The Miz. Dogs, I got a lot to say about that. Please hang in there, bro. We're gonna talk about that a lot here in a bit. I got a lot to say about what is it, Pat McAfee coming out. I got a lot to say about that. But yeah, man, I'll say this much. I think someone else could have used that spot as opposed to Pat McAfee. And Dak We Trust says, Sammy being tag team champions with Owens has killed his push as a face of the WWE. He's officially going to be back where he has always been, and that is babyface. That's a really good perspective on it. I can see how that does kill his single push, That's tough. Yeah, man. Damn. Because I was hoping to see something like, if, say, Cody wins tomorrow, I was hoping to see like Cody Rhodes versus Sami Zayn at SummerSlam, which I think you still can get that. But yeah, being a tag team champion does kind of like change the course of that. That is 100% sure. Let me fix this chat. There we go. My bad. That's a good point though, man. I gotta give you that. Damn, I wasn't even thinking of that. I was just like so excited with how everything ended. Almighty Finesse says the stage was amazing. It was amazing. What I don't like about West Coast pay-per-views or big stadium arenas is that the sun is out there for the majority of the show. And so it doesn't feel like a big fight feel until like the last 2 to 3 matches like it was tonight. The matches were great, but they didn't feel like it was the big time matches that they needed to feel until like the Rey Mysterio match. Because that's when the sun got low enough for, the spotlight to be on the ring, for all the, lights to be going around. That's when it felt like a big fight. That's when the stage popped a lot more. That's the only downside to West Coast events. Maybe they could start them a little later or something. I don't know. But yeah. Stage, however, that's an amazing stage. What an amazing stage. I'm waiting for someone to use it tomorrow. I don't feel like it was used. I don't think no one used it as a highlight to their match thus far. So it'll be interesting to see what they do tomorrow. But yeah, so as far as like my thoughts on the Theory and John Cena match, it was a very simple match, nothing special. You had a referee spot, and Theory got a pretty easy win there to kind of send a little signal that he's here to stay. Let me know what y'all thought about that match, man. We're gonna roll right into the next match, which was the 4-man tag team match. I feel like the entrances to all of the contestants, it was very, very quick. Braun Strowman, Ricochet come out halfway through the ramp. Here comes the Alpha Academy. Them halfway through the ramp. Then here comes the Viking Raiders. Halfway through the ramp, here comes the Street Profits, and they kind of get the entire entrance. So you kind of knew who was going to go over just by seeing that. It's just like, man, what are they rushing for? Like, we got time, dogs. Besides that, once all the teams they started the match, and then all the teams ended up being inside of the ring, and then once all the contestants, you had all 8 wrestlers staring at each other, and everything broke loose, and that is when the match went up a notch, man. That is when that match went up a notch. It was crazy the amount of consistent like spots and chaos that was going on. It just kept going. It was like one after another. And then what was it? It was Braun Strowman, right? Let's fast forward to like Braun Strowman is like this choo-choo train going around the ring, just shoulder tackling everybody. He goes around the ring once doing that. He goes around the ring twice, and before he gets to the announce tables, I forgot his name from the Street Profits. Dawkins or Hawkins knocks the dude out, bro. Knocks him out, right? And Titus O'Neil added so much character to this match. Thank God Titus O'Neil was on the announcement team. As soon as I'm correct, is Hawkins or Dawkins, I forget, knocks out Braun Strowman. Titus is going crazy. Like, that's D1, baby. That's D1. And then Ricochet comes in with this reverse moonsault. Ridiculous move. The cameraman, the angle that the cameraman had, which this is, y'all don't clip this, but the cameraman, he was probably like this, right? He was recording upwards. And to see this dude do like this weird, crazy flip come down and nail it, and then he was going crazy, right? And Titus is like, yeah, you go, Ricochet. So Titus O'Neil added a lot of character to that commentary. Ultimately, the Street Profits were able to get in the match, and they were able to finish it off with a crazy turnbuckle spot, and they were able to win an entertaining match, which I think in hindsight is always 2020. In hindsight, they probably should have started WrestleMania with that match. Just seeing how well they performed, seeing how amped the crowd was, just by watching them. That match, they had the crowd in the palm of their hands watching that Fatal 4 tag team match, man. But it was very entertaining, pretty awesome to watch. And again, the spots were dead on. And again, Titus O'Neil, for me, made that match even more entertaining than it was. Edward says, can't get the comments up. There we go. Edward says, it'd be nice if they would have more wrestling in West Texas, Southeast, New Mexico. Yeah, now that you mention that, it's like the only spots out there are kind of like Lubbock, Amarillo, Odessa, El Paso, I'm guessing Albuquerque. Well, what part of you at? I figure it makes sense. Like, there's kind of not that many spots for them to go to. But yeah, I wonder where you're at. Roman Obascar says, sorry I couldn't be on, but that 4-way match was amazing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it was, man. That was a fun match.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Almighty Finesse says, really, why Pat McAfee? I'll get into it, man. I'll get into it. We're gonna get into it. I'm gonna go through all these matches here in a quick, and you know, I'll get through it pretty fast. Dawkins. Okay, that was the name. I knew it was right. Shooting star press from the turnbuckle. What's his name? Montez. That dude's a superstar in the making, bro. I don't know when they're gonna start his single push, but it would be nice to see when then they could push him moving forward, man. That'd be nice to see what he got. Almighty Finesse says, yeah, it felt weird because it didn't get dark till that Ray Dominic match. Yeah, man. It just felt like we were watching what WrestleMania was it with Yokozuna and Bret Hart and Hulk Hogan. I think that was like WrestleMania 7 or 8, something like that, maybe 11, whichever the case may be. Yeah, it was just daylight, bro. And when you're watching a daylight, the Ricochet shooting star press, yes, yeah, stupid crazy spot. But back to the whole getting dark stuff. Yeah, I remember the Phoenix WrestleMania. It got darker earlier, but I do also remember the WrestleMania. What was it, 31 in San Francisco with the crazy curb stomp into an RKO spot, which is really dope. I wish like it was night, you know what I'm saying? So that's why like always the East Coast Stadium WrestleManias were always looked amazing because the entire show was in the dark, right? It was nighttime. And then that's kind of like the only issue with the West Coast. Midland, Odessa, okay. Do they not have an arena out there? I would assume that's probably why WWE doesn't do it, because I'm not sure if there's any arenas out there, but I hope they come around, man. I mean, chill, they be going everywhere. All right, guys, let's get into the next match. As I predicted, I almost got all these matches correctly in order. The only matches I got incorrectly in order was the 4-man tag and the women's six woman tag match. You replace those, and I would have had the card correctly laid out, but I was pretty close. So the Seth versus Logan match, right? I'm not going to be not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not a fan of Logan Paul, and so I wasn't really that much interested, as I felt Seth Rollins deserved better. But I went to go walk my dog, and then I went to go use the restroom. And then when I got back just in time for the Seth Rollins entrance. I caught the tail end of the Logan Paul entrance. And whatchamacallit, the whole orchestra thing for Seth Rollins, it was alright. I felt like they kind of, you know what was missing with this WrestleMania is we were missing more like Hollywood theatrics. Like the theme of the Hollywood thing was there, but it wasn't there. You get what I'm saying? Like we didn't get enough like theatrical stuff. But I guess it's all right. The match is made up for it. That's what I can say. The match is made up for this event. Logan Paul's entrances always look like it's just an opportunity for an advertisement, which is very tiresome. It's like anytime you see that dude, he's like, "Hey, look at this advertisement. Look at this. Look at it." All right. As far as the match is concerned, the real cool spots that I noticed is this match was fast paced. That was the one good thing about this match. It was a fast paced match. The funny part about it was when KSI was in the Prime bottle, I was like, yeah, it makes sense why he was in the Prime bottle, because obviously they both promoted in their co-owners or co-promoters. So then Logan goes to do the frog splash from the turnbuckle to the table. Seth Rollins, for some reason, I saw his hand on KSI. I was like, what is he doing? And you saw what he did. He pulls KSI down onto that table. Logan hits KSI with a frog splash. Hilarious stuff. Seth Rollins immediately throws Logan Paul into the ring, hits him with a pedigree, and Logan Paul kicks out of a damn pedigree, ladies and gentlemen. Logan Paul kicked out of a pedigree. Crazy. Fast forward, Logan Paul ends up hitting a frog splash on Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins kicks out. And then, long story short, Seth Rollins hits Mr. Logan Paul with a super kick, turns it into a curb stomp. Crowd goes crazy, and Seth Rollins with a massive win on WrestleMania. It was a good match. Leave it at that. again, I hope we don't have to see Logan Paul much more. I know he does a great job in the ring. I give him that. It's just, nah, man. I just don't like some of the antics. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'd much rather Bad Bunny at this point. Give me Bad Bunny over Logan Paul. The next match, well, let me jump in the comments right quick and we get caught up. Rico did the shooting star press. Said Rico 31. What else you say here? Romy said Skip. He said that match was decent, but Seth deserves more. Facts. 100%, bro. 100%. I wish this thing do this. There it goes. Edward says what was missing was Dirk. My dad joked about Dirk looking like a crazy wrestler. Laughed my ass off. Rip. That'd be awesome to see Dirk choke slam LeBron. Man, imagine Dirk in a wrestling ring. That'd be nuts. Roman says the table spot was actually perfect because Logan looked up, spit out the prime before jumping. That I would say no, it was a really good spot. And the fact that KSI has like no wrestling background, but he took that bump perfectly. Even when the match was over, he was still out in his prime little get up. It was hilarious. Almighty says WrestleMania 39 is up there. Night 1 was phenomenal, bro. Roman Open Scar says agreed. Yeah, man. Night 1 was definitely really, really solid. Like it was really good. I don't know how WWE is gonna follow it up, but they have, like I said, been saying the whole show, they have the correct lineup tomorrow to overtake what they did tonight. So outdo it, because you got to outdo what you did tonight tomorrow, and thankfully you have the lineup to be able to do so. All right, let's get into our next match. And if you're watching and you're enjoying, you feeling all the vibes, man, leave a like on the video. I really appreciate it. It goes a long way. Let's get into the next match. At this point, the next match was the Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus, Lita versus the Damage Control team. If I say so myself, ladies and gentlemen, Trish Stratus looked amazing. She looked gorgeous. She looked amazing, guys. Oh, man. She looked great, man. She looked great. I was smitten, you know what I'm saying? Like, I forgot that I was watching wrestling for a second. I was just, like, mesmerized. I was like, damn, she looks so good. So then we get into the match. I would say it was hard for me to like get into this match. I do not know why. You can see it was it felt a little messy. But I think halfway through it, they kind of really started to get their their pace going. Lita was able to finally get some consistent moves done, because early on she looked kind of rough. But it's six contestants or 6 wrestlers. It's always going to feel like it's a little bit of a cluster F. But they were able to kind of get a good match out of it. You got 2 legends that are basically retired coming in and having to be put on a spot on WrestleMania. They did a good job for what they had in front of them. And they definitely gave you something. They gave you spots, man. I mean, hell. What's the girl's name? Doing a whole moonsault. Yeah, Trish Stratus doing her thing. Lita doing a moonsault. It was a good match overall. I would say they all gave a great effort in that match. It was decent. A little bit all over the place. A little bit of a snooze fest as well. But thankfully it didn't stay longer than it shouldn't have, and they were able to knock it out and move on. So kudos to them to just kind of keep us going. You know what I'm saying? It was not a sore spot. I will say that. It was a decent match to get you to the next place. And it got you to the next place. Boy, did it ever. Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio. If I must say so myself, I don't know what to expect from this match, but I know that they have built this very well. They have built this match properly. They did a really good job with it. The entrance with Dominic with being in the ambulance, pretty cool. I guess, looking like he's a psychotic or whatever the case may be. But when Rey Mysterio came out with Snoop Dogg, and then it switched into Eddie Guerrero's theme song. Oh man, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that hit a lot of us in the fields because it's like Eddie was so young that Eddie would still be wrestling today in a way, or he still would have had a lot more moments. Definitely passed way too young, way too early. But yeah, you kind of felt like, dang, you know, imagine if Eddie was still here. So that's when like the Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio match, that's when like the whole tone of WrestleMania Night 1 changed, and it became a very much emotional ride the rest of the way. So the first half of the show was able to kind of get you through it, some fun stuff, cool stuff. But then when Rey Mysterio and Dominic started, that is when the intensity and the emotion of these matches went up every single bit of a notch after one another. So then Rey Mysterio comes out to Eddie Guerrero's music, switches into his Booyaka Booyaka theme song, and the match gets started. It's cool seeing Rey Mysterio on this stage this late in his career. It really is, man. I'm not gonna say I was the biggest Rey Mysterio fan, but like you always looked at him and be like, dang, you know, he's been wrestling for so long. Mexican background, like it's dope to see him right now in this stage wrestling his son, bro. Like that had to be a special moment for them. One of the very cool spots was when basically Rey throws Dominic to the turnbuckle. Rey pulls out his belt and spanks the hell out of Dominic, and the whole crowd goes wild. And shout out to Roman Opens Cards because he called it in the preview stream. He said Rey Mysterio is gonna beat Dom with a damn belt, and he sure did, bro. Everybody popped on that. That was hilarious. Then Dominic, right? He goes out there to where his mom and his sister was, gets his sister's cup, looks her dead in the face, and we're like, bam, all in the face, dog. And Rey comes, stops it, and then he gets hit from behind. After that, that's kind of when the match really picked up in the intensity. Really picked up. Judgment Day suddenly appears out of nowhere. Finn Balor and Damian Priest, right? They show up, they interfere a little bit. Damn near almost cost Rey the match. Thankfully, there was some more support that was about to come out. LWO shows up and they help Rey against Judgment Day. So they start fighting off the Judgment Day because they were interfering when Rey almost had the match won. You know what I'm saying? Then Dominic, later on in this match, picks up this chain, and out of nowhere, here comes Bad Bunny, yank that chain away, and like, no, sir. And, Rey was able to take advantage, hit the 619, hit the frog splash, and finish the deal and beat his son at WrestleMania. The whole crowd was hot for this. It was very great storytelling, very emotional, very intense too. Very good match, man. Proud of what they were able to do. And you see how far Dominic has come as a young talent in this industry. And to put on a match like that he did with his dad, that was really dope to see, man. Let's get back in the chat right quick before we move on to the next match. Almighty Finesse says, should they go back to one night or just stick to 2 nights? Yeah, no, I think it was WrestleMania like 34 or 35, the one in New Jersey, where the WrestleMania was about like 6-7 hours or something like that. I don't think any of us want to do that. Like right now, we would still be watching WrestleMania and not be doing a post show at 11:30. Like we're still all energetic and we're ready for tomorrow. So I think they should keep it to 2. If they ever go back to 1, you're really gonna have to slim up the amount of titles that you have. Like you can't have one title for one show and one title for another show. Like you gotta just slim it all down, and then the cream to the crop rise to the top, right? But I don't see them going back. They make too much revenue to go back to one night. Roman Opus Card says they have a badass lineup tomorrow. Yes, they do, bro. Man, I can't wait for tomorrow, bro. 2 nights, no more 8-hour WrestleManias, for real. Trish Stratus and Sable. Oh my god, bro, Trish Stratus. If y'all ever get a chance, go back to 2001 Backlash. Trish Stratus and the A-Team or whatever versus Dudley Boys. The outfit she was wearing there, man, Jesus Christ. Roman Obascar says there was 2 women I was just in awe tonight. One was Bailey. Bailey hit Trish Stratus with that belly to belly or belly to Bailey move, right? She hit it off of the top of the turnbuckle on Trish. I don't like that. I don't know how I feel about that. Throwing my girl off of the top turnbuckle like that. Almighty Finesse says, did this Ray and Dominic storyline end it tonight, or will it still be going? I think it has to. I think that's it, bro. You can't continue that moving forward. That has to be it, because they've been at it for like the past 6 to 7 months, I think, since Clash of the Castle or Castle whatever, or Clash of the Clans or whatever. Cop car. Well, not hot. Okay. All right. Well, what I think he was more like an insane asylum like person, not a fugitive. That's hilarious. And it looked like a cop car. It looked like a big old, yeah. It looked like one of them SWAT vans. You get what I'm saying? That's funny. Almighty Finesse says, I can't wait for that Edge and Balor match in a Hell in a Cell match. Ooh. The original cell, like they have the original cell tomorrow. It's not going to be that big, tall red one. It's going to be the original silver one that they used back in the day. So it's going to be dope to see that. Roman Obascars, I feel like it's leading to a tag with BB. Damn, Roman, I don't even know who BB is. BB. Let me know. That way I could understand what you're saying there. I feel like it's leading up to a tag with BB. I don't know. Edward said, Rip Eddie, one of my favorites. I miss Latinos in wrestling. La Parca, K-Dog, etc. Yeah, I think, who was it? I forgot, I guess it was the guy that, who inducted Ray last night? Oh, man, Conan inducted Ray last night. And then Conan back in the day, if you remember WCW days, he was pretty good too, man. Roman Obascar says, everything in this match was perfect. The lowrider, the character work from Dom, the daughter straddling the barrier, even Bad Bunny. Yes, sir. It was very well put.
Yes,
very well
sir.
done.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Edward says, Ray is probably the most relatable wrestler ever, considering his height, average height, true underdog. Yeah, man. Rey Mysterio, bro, he's a household name, man. Everybody knows who Rey Mysterio is. So, especially in a Mexican household name, like, you're gonna know who the hell Rey Mysterio is. So, to see him have that moment, and that moment be received well, because if you go back a couple of years to a couple of Royal Rumbles ago, Rey Mysterio was a number 30th contestant, and he got booed out the building, bro, because it wasn't Daniel Bryan. So, you know, you fast forward to now, he is in one of the main spots in WrestleMania this late in his career. Like, it's really dope, bro. Really dope. I guess Ray and Dominic hugged after the match. They had to. They had to talk about that after the match. The Edge and Balor match better be night, not day. Bro, they better not start the night off with that match. I'll be pissed the F off. At Backlash in Puerto Rico. Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to the next match, man. And, what do we say about this match? This is the Rhea Ripley versus the Charlotte Flair match. I'll say this much. I think the entrances to these matches were really bland. Nothing was like, sticking out. It was super bland, bro. Nothing about the entrances was like, oh man, they gave so much effort and creativity in this. Really wasn't, if we're being completely honest. But at the end of the day, who cares about entrances? Is what they do in these matches, right? So the match started out a little bit slow. But when it started getting picked up, there was several spots that I could mention that stuck out like a sore thumb. Charlotte Flair reversed the Riptide into a sick-ass DDT, guys. What a sell job by Rhea Ripley on that DDT. But the reverse of a Riptide into that DDT was sick, bro. Sick. I'm talking about that DDT hit flush. Rhea sold it. Man, what a counter. Then Charlotte Flair kicks out of a Riptide later on in the match. Kicks out of a Riptide. Then Rhea kicks out of a Charlotte Flair spear, and Charlotte Flair's like, what the hell, what's going on? And again, at this point, the crowd is like completely into this match. Early on, they were kind of quiet. Once it started going, they really got into that match, and the crowd started going nuts for every single move, every single punch, everything that you could talk about. They were going crazy. At this point, the match was just a hard-hitting ass match. Whatever it is, Charlotte Flair definitely shows up and shows out at WrestleMania. But bro, I was watching this match and I was like, God damn, like the body slams, the hits, the kicks, the slaps, everything, they were hitting each other hard as hell. Even like the elbows to the back that Rhea was hitting Charlotte Flair with, you could feel them. Hard hitting ass match for a women's match. That says a lot, bro. Like the fact that the whole night I haven't said there was a hard hit since Dawkins on Braun Strowman. This match, the entire match was a hard hitting match. Charlotte Flair then, after she speared Rhea Ripley and after she kicked out, Charlotte Flair she was like hulking up, like Hulk Hogan, right? She's like, you want this? And she started going real crazy. She got really intense in that moment, and you could just feel the emotion, bro. Like she was one of the top emotional wrestlers in the game right now. She's been doing this for such a long time, but when it comes to WrestleMania, she puts it all out there, bro. And you can see it on her face, the toll that it takes on her emotionally. Like it overwhelms her because she's really proud of what she does out there. After that, Rhea Ripley rips off a riptide off of the top of the turnbuckle after like kind of knocking her unconscious on the turnbuckle. Picks up Charlotte Flair, knocks her down with a riptide from the top of the turnbuckle. I think someone said it was an avalanche riptide, something like that. Holy hell, man. What a match, bro. I would say, the Sami Zayn Roman match is up there with the wonky finish. But this match here, to me, it is WWE's best match of the year so far. What a match, right? Well, up until this moment. But what a match of the night. That was a match of the night for me so far, up until that moment. And they absolutely killed it, bro. Two competitors, Rhea Ripley being able to kind of storm the emotional, intense moments from Charlotte Flair, because it's like it's a whole different animal whenever you got Charlotte Flair showing you a whole different side of her with the way she was demonstrating her emotion, and Rhea Ripley is kind of just there along for the ride. She's playing her part. But man, what a damn match, bro. What a match. Round of applause to those two great athletes and great female wrestlers, man. Roman Obiscar says, Ray is one of the reasons my dad let me watch wrestling, and I'm thankful for that. That's what's up, bro. Yeah. Yeah. You think about it, man, like a lot of our dads watch a lot of Mexican lucha libre stuff, so they saw Rey Mysterio when Rey Mysterio was young, so it's kind of dope when you consider all that stuff. That's pretty dope. BB is Bad Bunny. Okay. Yeah, Bad Bunny's got to have a match at Backlash, bro. We definitely got to see a match with Bad Bunny, and he got to bring Kendall Jenner out there, you know what I'm saying? Charlotte versus Rhea, 5-star match. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, bro. 5-star match indeed. Roman Opens card says, hated the entrances, but holy crap, that match took it up a notch. Hell yeah. Again, like the theme was Ray, Dominic, emotional, intense match, and then Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair took it up to another level. It was crazy. Almighty says, I think the Edge versus Balor match will be before Roman and Cody Rhodes match. And similar to like from Charlotte to the Usos and Sami Zayn match, there was that little filler match. I think you're gonna have to do something like that tomorrow if it is the Hell in a Cell to Roman Reigns main event. You gotta have some stupid filler in between just to kind of get the crowd back into focus. You get what I'm saying? Roman Obiscar says Rhea winning made Charlotte smile because she knows that there was someone to carry the women's division if she retires. If she retires, what are you saying? She's gonna retire, man? I mean, how long is homeboy gonna wait for her to not give him some kids? You know what I'm saying? That's a good point. But she was smiling, and you could see that she was just extremely proud of what the hell she just did. They had the crowd in the palm of their hands, bro. Amazing stuff. Almighty says, was that McAfee and Miz after the Charlotte Rhea match? Here we go, dogs. Here we go. Controversy time. All right, so right after the Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair match, we go right into a segment with the Miz and Snoop Dogg. And Miz comes out there talking about he opened an open challenge and no one accepted it and blah, 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 blah. And over here, I already know when you call someone out or you say no one's wanting to fight you, you know someone's about to come out. In my head, I was thinking like, damn, LA Knight, Stone Cold Steve Austin, hell, Bray Wyatt, something, right? Now here comes Pat McAfee. And I instantly tweeted this out. I was like, bro, the Pat McAfee train has came and it is gone, dogs. Like at WrestleMania, that was cool to see him come out and be a part of the announce team. Just announce. I don't want to see Pat wrestle anymore. Like, that was last year. It came and it went. Like, I don't know, man. I wasn't feeling it. I don't even think the crowd was feeling it. You even had who's the 49ers tight end, George Kittle, come out there and try to help. Everybody was like, eh. You know, it was a good filler match, good filler time. I guess you have to use him to get you ready for the next match after that. But yeah, he comes out there and challenges the Miz. Snoop Dogg signs off on the fight, and then they have their little match, and Pat McAfee gets a win with a punt. That was it. There was really no pop necessarily. There was no reaction to Pat McAfee coming. The only person that was reacting was Michael Cole. And I think Michael Cole was trying to carry that reaction. I think Michael Cole expected the crowd to like really react. And when he noticed that they weren't, you could see he was kind of like, he just had to kind of play it cool because no one else was reacting like he was reacting. But that was, I'm not going to say that was like a low point in the WrestleMania. I think you needed it for damn sure. It's WrestleMania. I would have preferred a bigger name or a bigger act for damn sure. That would have been really, really dope to see. Roman Upascar says it was filler and the low point of WrestleMania for sure. Snoop leaving was the best part. Yeah. When Snoop was like, yeah, I'm gonna be over here. You do your thing, man. That's pretty funny. Edward says, keep preaching. Be here all night. All right, man. If y'all want, after we talk WrestleMania, we could talk Mavs. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know. Almighty Finesse says, if it was LA Night, the crowd would have went crazy. Yeah, bro. If it was LA Night, that would have been crazy. LA Knight would have made the crowd bust not too soon if you get it. Yeah, that would have been dope, bro. That would have been dope. I mean, you're in LA, you know what I'm saying? LA Knight at night. Like, come on, dogs. I heard Big E might return. I think tomorrow we'll get the bigger surprises. I think tomorrow we'll also get the bigger pyro sets. I think they're really saving everything for tomorrow. Because tonight just kind of felt like, yeah, tonight's the Sammy and Uso bloodline match. Tomorrow, everyone's other match. But, you know, not to discredit Ray and Rhea Ripley and them, but I think tomorrow they're going to try to bring out all the big guns tomorrow for damn sure. But man, I'm excited about tomorrow. But before we close out the show, ladies and gentlemen, the Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and the Usos bloodline tag team match was next, right? Roman Upascar says, oh, that moment when Luca cost the Mavs the tag titles versus the Usos. I'm dead. Noche caliente. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man, let's get into the main event match. So the main event match begins, and then suddenly you hear, I just want to rock. Here comes Lil Uzi Vert. I'm like, what the hell? Lil Uzi Vert's coming out this bit? All right, so he comes out there, performs about 40 seconds of his song. It was pretty dope. And then the Usos come out. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I love Lil Uzi Vert to death, right? Love his music, love his style. The Usos coming right out after. Where's the correlation? Where's the correlation? Back to the theme of everything. Who cares about the entrances? It's the matches that made the night. Usos come out in white and red with the bloodline, a little blood drop on their t-shirt. It's pretty dope. And then here comes Kevin Owens and then Sami Zayn. Nothing too special about the entrances. The match begins, right? The match begins. You get your back and forth, your tags, your cool little moves here and there. But the match really began when the Usos picked up Kevin Owens and just slammed this dude straight through the table. Like, they slammed him through that table so disrespectfully, bro. That was a disrespectful. Like, it looked like they just dunked him. Like LeBron went up and dunked the basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looked like they just picked his ass up and dumped him right on that table. Right after that table, Sami Zayn gets hit with the 1D, D1, and he kicks out of it. And everybody go crazy because it's like no one has ever kicked out of that move, right? Right after that, somehow, Kevin Owens was able to get up after getting dunked. He stuns Jey Uso, and then Jey kicks out of the stunner. Did I say that Kevin Owens hit Jey Uso with a stunner? Yeah. After that happens, then both of the teams, they just looking at each other. And again, I'm kind of remove the big chunk of the beginning of the match. Right now, we're in the middle towards the end of the match. Both of the teams are looking at each other, and the crowd is, for lack of a better term, they're freaking hot, bro. Like, they're on fire, dogs. Then Kevin Owens kicks out of the Uso splash. All right, I saw so many super kicks to the faces of these guys. They were able to recover after each one. But Kevin Owens kicks out of a Uso splash. And then at the end, Sami Zayn's able to throw Jimmy over the announce table, gets in position to be tagged in. Kevin Owens tags him in. Then he's able to do some damage to Jey Uso, gets him in the corner, hits him with a haluva kick, right? Holds him up. Puts him back in the corner. Goes back to the other corner. Hits Jey with another haluva kick, right? Holds him up. He said, F, I'm hit up this dude with another one. Throws him over there. As he's running to the other side, here comes Kevin Owens to stop Jimmy. Hits Jimmy with a stunner. Crowd goes crazy. But Sammy is at that other corner, he's just standing there. He's seeing his target. And you can just see it. It was very theatrical, very got your goosebumps on your skin up. You're just like, this is the moment. This is the moment. He runs, hits Jey Uso with the third haluva kick. Goes to pin him. 1, 2, 3. Man, what a way to end WrestleMania. The whole crowd goes crazy. Pyro comes. They get the undisputed tag belts. Beautiful moment for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, best friends. They've never held the tag titles before, but what a way to win the tag titles the first time, and what a way to start, destroying the bloodline for what they're worth at this moment. And I wonder how this affects Roman Reigns tomorrow in his match. But man, what a match, man. It was very intense, very emotional. You could see it on the faces of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Both, you saw it on their faces how much this meant to them. It was like life for death, just by the facial reactions. Like they were able to give you everything in this match from a creative perspective, from an emotional perspective, from any kind of psychological perspective too. It meant everything to them to win this match, and they displayed it. They did it. They got the win, and man, the whole stadium was able to leave on a good note. What a crazy way! First ever tag match to end WrestleMania since what? WrestleMania 1? Am I correct? With Hogan and Mr. T and Piper and Randy Orton's dad, Bob Orton, if I'm correct. It was a long time coming, man, but it was for the tag title. So yes, people could say the Rhea Ripley and Flair should have ended the Mania like Charlotte Flair suggested. And yeah, they had a great main event match. But I still, even while watching the tag match, can we say that the tag match was better than the Charlotte and Rhea match? I am going to say yes. I'm going to say that the tag match was better than Rhea and Charlotte Flair match. This is tough though. It's tough. Nah, it was, bro. It was, but ooh, that's tough, man. Maybe if I sleep on it and wake up, I might have a different answer. But that Charlotte and a Rhea Ripley match was, ooh, it was something else, dog. Let me get in the comments right quick. Roman Obiscar says this tag match was worthy of the main event. It made me have the worst allergy. Yeah, at the end of the match, I did feel a little teary eyed. You know, I was like, oh damn. You know, what's going on here? Roman Obiscar says, I heard Kyrie took the one and done after losing the finals with LeBron all those years ago versus the Warriors. Roman Obiscar says, Sammy had that I'm sorry, I love you look. It did look like Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair-esque, right? He should have said that. Sorry, but I am the bloodline looking ass. After the second haluva kick. Yeah. Now I know what you're saying. That would have been a nice little touch there. It was a good match. Says Almighty Finesse. What's next for the Usos? What's next for the Usos is continuing the bloodline story. You got to see the fallout between Roman Reigns and the Usos. So we definitely have to see what happens after that. You never know. It might be a match between Jay and Roman at Backlash. I don't know, but you gotta see something. And unless Roman Reigns retains, something has to happen. They just can't go off screen. Something has to go on. I gotta go with the tag match. I definitely enjoyed the tag match. It was hard hitting it too. You had a lot of spots, very emotional. But yeah, that's why the tag match was the main eventer. Everyone was on their feet. Yup, they sure were. Roman opens card, says that tag match was better than me, but definitely 1A. Yes. Yeah. It's just like when it comes to Rhea and Flair, I could immediately tell you that's a 5-star match. With the tag match, I'm not sure if it's like 5-star like wrestling wise, but it was 5-star entertainment. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I get what I'm getting at. Like the tag match was 5-star main event entertainment. Rhea Ripley and Flair was 5-star wrestling. I might be off, but that's how I felt. Like I do think that they were both 5-star worthy, just in a different stratosphere, if that makes any sense. And speaking of Stratus, Trish Stratus, bro, I can't get over him. Edward says that ain't nothing like the wrestling from 10 years ago. I know it's entertainment, but today's wrestling is not the same. In certain instances, it is good, bro. It's a modern approach to it. Triple H has done a really good job over the last year. I will tell you that. I have been following it a lot more ever since CM Punk hit the scene with a pipe bomb. And I want to say, like, yeah, I mean, obviously, it's not going to be like when Stone Cold and The Rock and Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels and all those guys was there, and Undertaker. But what Triple H is doing right now is he is bringing elements of the Attitude Era. He's bringing a new modern approach to it with all of the feels, the emotions. He's bringing all that and mixing it and creating entertainment out of it. So Triple H has been doing an amazing job over the last year, I believe. And so far for his first WrestleMania, where he is the main booker or the main guy that is guiding this, what a first night for him. Crazy first night. And I do think as long as Triple H is at the helm of the creative, I do think that he will be able to make this product just as good, or if not better than what it was 10, 15, 20 years ago, man. Almighty Finesse says, I just can't see Roman losing the title. Ooh, man. Ooh. We'll have to talk about that tomorrow on the preview show. Hopefully Roman opens cards and Dalvin joins me to talk about that, but we're going to save that conversation for the preview show tomorrow for sure. Roman opens cards says 10 years ago, wrestling was not that good. Trust me. Yeah, 10 years ago, it really wasn't. Almighty Finesse says that it's like, damn, Roman lost the title. It's going to be hard. It really is though, bro. He's almost at 1,000 days. I could see why people don't want Cody to win though, right? There's this narrative going around that Cody hasn't done enough or hasn't suffered enough to win. And then also Roman Reigns, like, what does Cody do after Roman Reigns is gone, right? What happens with Roman Reigns? You lose a massive star to the business. Can Cody carry it? That's another thing too, bro. Who are the heels? Who will be his challengers? Who are going to get him to be able to sell tickets? It's tough. It's tough. Roman Opens card says 5-star wrestling versus 5-star storytelling. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. For sure. Edward says, I was alive 10 years ago. Trust me, I remember. 2013 was terrible. 2014 is where it picked up. Yeah, because even when CM Punk dropped that pipe bomb, besides Money in the Bank, that is when like Triple H and Kevin Nash got involved. And it was just weird. Then they cost him the title, and he had the 2 champions. It was just weird, bro. Just weird. But yeah. So that was WrestleMania, man. After the tag match, they went offline. Pretty sure they're doing post shows of what that'll happen tonight. It was a great show. I am still in awe of what the hell we saw tonight. What the hell we saw tonight was picture perfect-esque, right? It was just a great show. It never felt like none of the matches were so heavy where I could feel where I was laying down at. Like, I was laying down for the majority of this WrestleMania, and not at one point that I feel like, damn, I need to move around because this match is boring. Every match was entertaining. Commentary was great. Titus O'Neil, dog. I need to go back and watch that match. Titus O'Neil did an amazing job commentary. But overall, what a great showing, man. What a great showing. I guess before we head out, man, if y'all have any more opinions or anything y'all want to share, man, let me know. Ever says everyone has an opinion. Do you think 10 years ago it was better than it looks like tonight? Or now? Let me know, dog. Let me know. Because I definitely think it has improved over the last year versus what it used to be. Roman Opens card says looking forward to night 2 and if they can live up to night 1. Yeah, bro. Let's look at what is it? Oh, that's my pregame show tomorrow. I think I have an image of tomorrow's lineup. Let me see. I think it's this one. No, that was tonight's. That one's tonight's. All right, I don't have the image, but I'll have the image tomorrow. But tomorrow you basically have the Hell in a Cell, Edge versus Finn Balor. You have Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes for undisputed title. You got Bianca Belair versus Asuka. It's gonna be a good match too. Off the top of my head, what else we got? We got the Ronda Rousey, the 4 tag team match tomorrow. I believe who else is on that match? Who is on that card tomorrow? Man, drawing a blank here. Drawing a blank. And I had all this stuff set up. But let me see. WrestleMania night 2 card. You know, when you got so much stuff on your mind, bro, you can't remember every single match that's going on the second night. Here we go. So night 2 it is Gunther, Drew McIntyre, and Sheamus for the Intercontinental Championship, ladies and gentlemen. And then Brock Lesnar versus Almost. Okay, so I was just missing 2 matches. Bro, that's crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matches for night 2. Night 1, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe they had 8 matches tonight with the Pat McAfee. So tomorrow they only got 6. That means one of these matches are gonna go for a long ass time. I'm gonna assume it's the Gunther and Drew McIntyre Sheamus match that's gonna go on for a long ass time. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like a surprise match come tomorrow. So that's gonna be pretty interesting to see. Does Orton return? I don't know. Maybe Monday. Maybe Monday he returns. Orton is in LA. Bro, I got some good conspiracy theories for tomorrow in the pregame show. GG Edward. God bless everyone. Good night, y'all. Good night, Edward. Asuka, Bianca. Yes, sir. 4 women's tag. Yup. Triple threat Intercontinental. Yup. I'll be watching tomorrow. Bet. Yeah, man. I can't wait for tomorrow, dogs. I cannot wait for tomorrow. Appreciate y'all hopping on here, man. It means a lot. Definitely leave a like if you haven't. Subscribe to the channel tomorrow. At 4 p.m., I'll be doing the Mavs versus the Hawks pregame show. And then at 5:30, I'll be doing the WrestleMania Night 2 preview show. And then right after WrestleMania, we're going to jump straight into the post WrestleMania Night 2 show. Again, it's been your boy TGK, ladies and gentlemen, and we are going to catch y'all tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you very much.